Hey everybody, Jared and Lindsay here in Nashville, Tennessee, and today we are at the Gaylord Opryland Hotel because every year the Gaylord Opryland Hotel puts out amazing holiday decorations, and they are up now, and we're gonna go in there and we're gonna check them out. Now, I've had several questions before on parking for the Opryland Hotel, and it is paid parking. It's like $25 to $30, something like that, if you want to park on the property of the Opryland Hotel, but I always suggest just going next door to the Opry Mills Mall and parking over here because it's free, and they do have a walkway that goes directly to the Opryland Hotel. It's not very far of a walk. And we are heading in. I got some decorations in the door. I think there's usually like guitars here, right?
Yeah.
And we are in. It is much warmer in here than it is outside currently. It is surprisingly like around 35 degrees today here. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the musical. Interesting. I wonder where that's at here. I don't think it's right there. This is absolutely gorgeous lit up. This first section right here is called the Cascades atrium, and we're gonna actually go up there and get a look at some of these decorations. There's a real good view of the Cascades from the top of this little walkway that oversees it. Oh, look at those, man. They got some of these lights aren't lit up yet. Wonder what's going on with that. Wonder if they're like the old series Christmas lights where if one of them's out of it, the whole strand doesn't turn on. Pretty good look up here. I'm not sure how noisy this waterfall's coming through, but it's pretty loud in person. It's a really cool looking tree down there, but it's not lit up either, but I can see the lights on it. Maybe some of this is still a work in progress. It is early. It's only like the first weekend in November. Or the second weekend rather, not the first. But it's still early November. Heading into the Delta atrium now. So far, most of the decorations, if not all of them, are pretty much the same as last year. Although I don't remember the whiskey barrel Christmas tree from last year. How about that? Could use some lights on there.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe that exact kind of light would look good on it. Lights on these trees are cracking me up. What are these? Are these palm trees?
You know what
I'm not sure what kind of tree that is. I think it's a palm tree. Is that a palm tree behind you? Or some sort of a palm tree? Do they have those in Tennessee outside of here?
No.
Well, we don't know. Well, bottom line, whatever it is, they don't have any of these where we live. And I think it's shaking so violently, it's making me think there's some kind of wild animal in there. And here we go, man. This little moss deer here is chugging a sleigh of presents along with it. And another one of these mysterious maybe not palm trees, I don't know. Look, I'm not a very strong tree guy, okay? I don't even know what the trees are called back home. What are those little red plants called?
Poinsettias.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm not very good at knowing the names of plants either. Yeah, right now you can do the separate ice attraction at the Gaylord Opryland Hotel. It's like $29.99 per adult, Sunday through Friday, and I think it's like $32.99 on Saturdays. It's basically a walkthrough attraction where they've carved cool ice sculptures. The one out here is based on the Christmas Story, and we actually went and saw it. It's pretty awesome. It looks like the river on the riverboat ride is lined with Christmas elves. Look at that one. What's he got, Lindsay? Has he got a fishing pole and a candy cane? Pretty dark over there, I can't tell. I think I like what they got hanging in this atrium a little bit better than the other ones. Those are some pretty cool looking decorations. What would you describe that as?
What, the stars?
Yeah, oh, is that what it is? Like a star? Is that what it's supposed to be?
I think so.
Okay. Hey, what are you looking at there?
Yeah, this awesome shirt. The sound asleep. This is perfect for me.
Why is it perfect? Because you sleep soundly, or
Yeah.
because when I come into the room you're thinking, oh, I gotta sound asleep?
No. Who are you kidding? I'm the one coming to bed. You go to first.
Are you accusing me of being first to sleep?
Yes. Always. I love coming in this area. They have all these cool little shops in here. Did you find anything cool?
Not yet.
Oh.
This is my favorite part though, I think, in this place.
Is it?
Yeah, I like it. It reminds me of like Bourbon Street or something.
Yeah, it is really cool. I like it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that. Check out those I think they're marshmallows.
Oh yeah.
We'll head in there. Last year they had just this awesome, like, these chocolate houses and stuff. I don't see them out here. I don't see any of the little chocolate houses, but they have like, I don't know,
Is
like
that
little
fudge?
No, some kind of chocolate box. It's pretty cool.
Do you eat the box?
Well, yeah, it's a chocolate box. I mean, I guess you don't have to eat it, but what else are you gonna do with it?
I don't know.
Display it all year? Well,
Yeah. What's that seriously tea?
What?
Is that what I'm gonna be drinking when you try to tell me that I'm the first to bed?
Where is that at?
It's right there.
Oh, it's chocolate.
Oh,
That's not tea.
that's even better. Now this is a Rice Krispie treat. I think so.
These dudes count as Opryland decorations. Got some kind of strange metamorphosis coming here. It turns into deer, into tiny little footprints. And then finally into a giant man print. I think I'd like to see that happen real time. I really like how they have all the lampposts decorated up. It's very pretty. Is that also poinsettia in the garland, Lindsay, or is that something? Okay. That's quite a shot over there. Those are some really cool looking lights. They can color change. But of course they're not going to do it now that I'm looking at it.
Well, I can't see you very well, but I really like those trees behind you.
Those 3 Christmas trees?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets really, really dark in here.
Yeah,
The sun goes down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
As you can see that Christmas tree all brightly lit up in here, can't you?
Yeah. It's a giant triangle of light.
Well, it's kind of doing it now, or at least the snowflakes are going, or it looks like it's snowing. It was completely color changing though a minute ago. I'm not going to give up on it. I am going to catch it color changing later though.
This guy's cute.
Yeah, he's like a little lonely Santa train just over here. He's overshadowed by the giant Christmas tree that people want to take photos with.
Oh my goodness, yes.
It's kind of like the forgotten photo op. Sorry, I'll take a picture with you, little buddy, though. Looks like they have a Santa Claus photo op this year. I didn't remember seeing that last year. Did you?
No, I would have remembered.
Yeah, especially next to that giant lit up Christmas tree.
Yes, for sure.
Let me get a closer look at this tree. If I remember last year, it has some pretty interesting decorations on there.
Yeah, I want to check it out. It's almost hurting my eyes just to look at it.
Yeah, it's pretty intense when you're standing right up close to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I thought I remember, that they had like giant full-size teddy bears and stuff inside it. Some pretty wicked looking stuff. Man, it is so tall. It's like 3 stories high. Can you imagine putting this thing up and decorating it? Almost up to the top right there, I see a white little paw like a polar bear.
I see it too.
Yeah, ice bear's not afraid of heights. Alright, now that we're seeing stars from that, it's time to move on. It's gonna make the rest of this seem even darker now. Got it. This is one of the better places to stand in here right now, underneath these color changing lights. It's pretty bright. One of these days when we're here, I want to eat at Stack's Build Your Own Burger. Unfortunately, yeah, it does. I mean, unfortunately, we don't really eat that kind of food regularly, but one of these days we're gonna sort of splurge and do it. But not today. Oh, that used to be a yogurt place over there. One of those sort of like, you know, grab your yogurt and put as many toppings on as you want.
Yeah.
That's sad. Now it's an Annie M's and a Cinnabon. It seems like it ran, you know, between both places. That's a bummer, because that was a pretty cool concept.
They haven't been bringing them.
Yeah, kind of dangerous for you though, because you load up enough stuff to where that thing ends up being pretty expensive. So we found this little dude here just hanging out in the trees. And this, it looks like little reindeer prints. Now you said that you saw some sort of a Rudolph scavenger hunt?
Yeah.
That's probably part of it, wouldn't you think?
I think so. I don't know about the boat.
Well, why would they have the boat right next to it? I guess you're right, maybe that boat's here all the time, but I guess it's just a little hidden fun thing to find.
Yeah.
It's a little bit hard to see, but there's a little sort of gazebo pavilion type thing in there. Now, a couple times that we've been down here, we've actually seen people getting married in there. So that's something you're interested in doing. You can probably look that up on the Opryland website. Now, I am pretty sure they do not have all their decorations up yet, that they're still putting them up. I kind of overheard some people talking about it. And I happen to know they had quite a little scene here last year in this spot. Let's see here, a banana is 105 calories and extremely gross. It says whiskey's 85 calories. Whiskey's slightly less gross than a banana. I can choke down whiskey, but I can't eat no dirty, nasty banana.
Bananas are great.
Another interesting thing about this hotel is they have sort of like a little, I guess a mini mall is what I would call it. Let's go see if there's anything up and happening here. Well, they have at least one Christmas tree out in the little mall area. Oh, I see some lights up here in this restaurant. Oh, it's called Frosty's Christmas Pub now. Interesting in there. They got a dude playing music. It's all decorated up for Christmas. And they changed the, yeah, last time we were here, it was like a tiki place or something, wasn't it? They've gift wrapped their hostess podium. It's a pretty mismatched, but cool nonetheless. It's a poinsettia Christmas tree. I just learned what those were. This is a really cool, inviting lobby. Potential Rudolph scavenger hunt. I won't show you where it is, but if you were paying attention to the last clip, you could probably figure out by the sound. Does the other reindeer have a name?
I don't know it.
We're not very versed in Rankin and Bass, are we? Oh, weird, they're doing this whole like Rudolph musical thing, and they've got a bunch of the Rudolph scavenger hunt. But the ice event is a Christmas story this year. Time for us to go poke around the garden conservatory now and see what's going on. We refer to this as the little witch tree. I think it would have been cool if they'd have put some Christmas lights on it.
Or ornaments.
Well, these are kind of like ornaments, aren't they?
I thought they were until I got closer.
I wonder what happened there. Those lights got tangled up. Oh well, hopefully they can fix it in post. What I love the most about this hotel is just how you can walk through the different atriums, like this one. Actually, this one in particular, other than the other two. And there's just lots of little paths that you can kind of make your way through. Feels like you're in a little adventure. We were sort of debating which of these atriums we would like to stand and overlook the most. I think this is the one that I would like to see. What about you? Or the stand, rather.
Yeah, I think it's a good one.
Your face looked like I peer pressured you or something into saying that this was the one that you wanted to stay in. Was I doing this? Like, which one do you want to stay in? This little tree is particularly cool. It's upside down liquor bottles. Patron? Tequila bottles, maybe? I can't believe there's not more people down here just hanging out in front of this gazebo. Yeah, we got it all to ourselves, Lindsay. Pretty romantic, huh? One of the first videos we ever did on this channel was a tour of this hotel during the day. I think I might come back next summer and sort of redo it because our camera and sound was really bad on that, and I'd really like to go back through and get an updated, better video of this place. Yeah, I want to head up there and show you guys a shot of what this atrium looks like from up above. Because this one's pretty neat looking. Screw pines. That seems more like a proclamation than the name of a pine tree. I've been admiring the garland and the bows, but I didn't notice that on the bows, or at least these ones, there's these cute little snowmen. There you go, pretty stunning. Yeah, I think this one is my favorite of the three, but I also think it's the smallest of the three. Lindsay, I found a potentially even more romantic gazebo than the one we were just in.
Really?
Unfortunately, other people have discovered it. Here's another thing that seems like it would be lit up. There's a little lampshade over this guitar. Or at least that sort of reminds me of a lampshade, but I think I see lights on it. Maybe the snowman dude is back with his banjo. It's very similar to the Gatlinburg snowmen, which will be out here in, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, something like that. Yeah, we'll be checking those out this year again, too. You playing it? It looks like somebody broke his strings.
Yeah, I think
In fact, yeah, he's strumming that one a little bit too hard, man. Rocking out on it. Hey, we're back in the first atrium, the Cascades, and they fixed the lights that weren't lighting up earlier. Oh, everything's lighting up. Man, that makes it a lot brighter in here, too. Now this shot of the Cascades, now that all the lights are up and going. Yeah, like I said, it makes a huge difference as far as how much light's in here now. Yeah, for sure, the next time we come here, we're staying, we're getting a room. This place is super fun. Hey, our little Christmas tree by the waterfall's on as well now. Thank you for joining us on our little tour around the Opryland Hotel. I think we'll go with one last final look here in the Cascades before we take off. I can even see the reindeer a heck of a lot better. Man, it was so dark I didn't even see these two littler ones when we were here earlier. Yeah, okay, it is Rudolph. Man, I couldn't even see him before. Like the little, I don't know what they are, the little presents made out of, I don't know what kind of, what would you describe that as? Little vines or something? Well, that was a super fun tour through the Opryland Hotel, wasn't it? To see all the Christmas stuff. Like I said, it looks like they still got a few more things to put up, but it's early. It's only the second weekend in November.
You got a lot done though.
Oh, absolutely. It was kind of it was good that they got those lights there on the end turned. Although I do wish they had been on before we got here, because we kind of missed quite a bit in there. But one final shot I want to leave you with is this awesome little glass art that we love to look at every time we come in here. So I thought sharing is caring, so there you go. Thanks for watching.